Yeah, we're their test audience to see if we're good enough for stage and if their act is good enough. So they just walk around
For real
places.
aliens.
Yeah, for the real aliens. But the aliens, they think, oh, aliens are scum. Get the fuck out of here with your
They
door
come
noises.
down here, they test shit out.
That would actually be my time.
Yeah.
What?
You hear some footsteps? It's just an alien stomping his feet.
Yeah, you go downstairs, your Xbox games, your discs are sitting out of the cases and they got fingerprints on them. Aliens.
Yeah,
They have
aliens.
fingers?
Huh?
So-
They
Yeah.
have fingers?
yeah,
yeah.
why wouldn't they?
Well, they have fingerprints.
yeah.
How else are they gonna grab
Well, humans
people?
have fingerprints, but I
They
don't
look
know.
like little crop circles.
Damn it. It'll be funny
Huh.
if an alien had pubes and instead of getting like a Brazilian, he shaved it into like a little crop circle.
He was like, doo doo doo
So he's in
doo.
your room naked, but he has pubes still,
Yeah.
and he has like he has no shame.
Have you ever seen an alien
That's
smile
the
before?
easiest way to make scary aliens funny. Is just give them pubes.
You ever seen an
Yeah,
alien
everything's
smile
funny.
So at
before?
first you're afraid, and then you look down, and it's just the most hilarious
His
thing.
pubes.
What can't you make funny with pubes?
And then you wonder why he's like trimming them and making shapes if he has like alien barbers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's bald, he has no hair on the top.
Aliens lanky and like disinterested, and then
fucking stupid
they
looking.
add pubes, and that's the funniest image.
Dude, the funniest picture ever is that picture of the fucking stupid, broken-looking alien shaking hands with Hitler, and Hitler looks disgusted. He's like, he's recoiling backwards.
The alien's eyes are like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
watching you.
Yeah, they're like squinting. He has a stupid broken arm, and it's so stupid looking.
Oh god, aliens are great.
I'm feeling they're becoming the new skeletons, though.
Oh, they are.
They're totally becoming these skeletons.
Let's step back for a second. Of course, Zach would have to bring up Hitler again in another
Look it up.
podcast.
It's funny. It's
Do you know,
funny.
Do you know
It
what
is a
Zach
very
said
funny
completely unironically earlier today? He said, you know what, we should bring the goose step back.
I know. What I said was I miss goose stepping.
Yeah, but you never
Why-
goose
why-
stepped.
thing.
Why
You
did it have
missed
to?
goose stepping implies
Yeah.
that you goose stepped
I don't
before.
goose step.
What is goose stepping?
Oh.
It's the
the
way
duck
that.
walk.
Show him a goose step. Go over there.
Well, this is a podcast, so people can't
Goose
see.
step or
but
stamper.
basically, it's stick.
No, don't do the
That's
don't
the
do the
goose
don't do the.
step?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the Ministry of Silly Walks.
It's a cool walk. Imagine a million guys walking goose stepping.
But it's like what Zach is doing is he's
Sup?
slowly adding more
No,
like Nazi ideals.
I'm not putting a frog in a turning
You
him
kind of
slowly.
are. You're testing the waters a little bit. You're dipping your toes
India,
into the,
look, some countries still do it today. I'm just saying the Nazis ruined a lot of stuff that was cool.
Like what?
before. Like killing Jews. They kind of ruined that whole phase.
Goose stepping looks like a pain in the ass. Why would you want to walk like
It's
that?
scary. Who? It's so
Dude,
much.
if my commanding officer told me to goose step, I'd be really like.
It makes
really?
a cool noise.
Even
when
the-
everyone
Exactly,
does
a
it.
million guys goose stepping and used to it.
even the name though. It's like it sounds kind of like a ballet dance or something kind of fruity.
A million guys going in unison would sound amazing.
Let's
It's
do
a
it.
million-
Okay, let's all do it.
Alright.
No, god damn it.
On
Chris.
three or on
Yeah, 3, 2. Okay, 3, 2. Pause
Wait,
it.
wait, wait, wait.
3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Wait,
3, 2, 1.
what's the
3,
noise?
2,
What's
1,
the-
go,
What's the noise again? Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Do it again.
3, 2, 1.
See? That's nice. Now imagine a million people doing that.
Okay, let's do
You
it.
just hear. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Talk like Zach. 3, 2, 1.
I never say my name. I love Hitler. Oh, you're fucking dead. You know that? You know what does everybody do when everybody say, "Let me do an impression"? They always say the name of
Oh
what
yeah.
they're doing.
My name is so and so.
I know.
Bill Clinton. It's like,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
says that all the time. You fucking fraud. You're fraudulent, is what you are.
I'm Bill Clinton. I'm.
That's not
President
true.
George
Christopher
Bush.
Walken. Wow.
Nice to see you.
Stamper, you love Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions, don't you?
Oh, they're my favorite thing.
What's your favorite
It's
thing they
the-
say?
it's
Is
the
it get to the
apex of
chopper?
comedy.
Do you
Get to
think
the chopper.
Christopher Walking is just
Christopher
below Arnold.
Walking met Arnold? That would be hilarious.
Christopher, why do you say Christopher Walking?
Walking.
Chris got really mad at me one time. Because he did like an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I was like, don't do that.
But everybody does it unironically now. So they do it like ironically, which is now becoming the new.
No,
it's
it
like
wasn't me anyway. It was Hans.
Oh, it's Hans.
Yeah.
I was in the room going.
It is the most fucking obnoxious thing when people do Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions.
Only because they always do the I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, they always do the.
Wait, Zach, you kind of did it more realistic like Arnold, but like the people are like, hello, I'm Arnold.
He's a guy. He made movies.
When he first came around, do you think people were doing impressions of him when he first came?
No, you wouldn't dare.
Let me tell you, the
in
lowest
person?
form of comedy is impressionist comedy.
No.
It's easy. It's like
Listen, I don't agree. I think Christopher Walken's very funny. Arnold Schwarzenegger is very
George
funny.
Bush.
Sylvester the cat is very funny.
you can't do George. You can't forget George Bush.
George Bush.
Lowest form of comedy is
Every stand-up comedian that does impressionist comedy does Christopher Walken, Arnold Schwarzenegger, George Bush, Bill Clinton.
Like a Ray Romano. There's like 5 they always do. It's like they're really
And
easy.
they're never jokes. It's like, hey, I'm talking like this guy. Now I'm talking like this guy. Now I'm talking like this guy.
This
Have a good night, everybody.
And one person kind of goes like, "Oh yeah, it does sound like him." And that's
yeah,
it.
that does sound like him.
And they never make jokes while they're doing it. It's always like
Yeah, the best reaction they'll ever get is,
yeah, it's
That's
like,
it.
oh yeah, it's
I don't think it's the lowest form of. I think song parodies, but like
no,
really
because
badly done
those
ones.
take effort. In
No,
these.
no, because you just go like fucking like pick any song there. Pick a
"Who
song.
let the cows out?"
Yeah, Weird Al. Like, okay, I don't like Weird Al. I'm gonna get a that's a real fucking song.
Is that really
That's
the song?
really Weird Al actually has it
awesome.
released.
It's fucking gay.
It's oh god.
But at least he can play instruments and sing it.
No,
so
you
funny.
wrote a fucking parody song with me.
Yeah, but that was ironic.
It was
oh,
ironic.
It was.
Oh, it's ironic.
It was ironic.
Maybe Weird Al thought like, "Who let the
Oh, now I
cows
have
out?"
rules.
Yeah, and ours was actually funny, kind of. Was
No,
it? No.
No.
I would give it 0 out of 10.
No, about a 3 out of 10.
Zach's gone. Let's make fun of Zach.
Oh yeah.
My grandpa was in World War II.
Hey guys, have you seen that new YouTube channel
Stamper. Stamper.
it's got the Civil War and
Stamper.
World War One on it?
War.
Stamper. For those who couldn't see that, which is everybody, Zach was actually behind Stamper
That's
the
double whammy.
entire
Did you
time.
take your belt off in order to choke me?
No, I was on the floor over there. I took it off earlier because I'm fat. Let's
Fucking-
talk about something crazy.
All right,
Wild
stop.
and wacky.
Niall, I'm gonna count down from 5, and then you say the first noun that comes off the top of your head,
Okay.
and then we'll have a topic on that.
Yeah, but if you count to 5, I'm already thinking of nouns. You have to do.
I know, that's the whole point.
So it's like a random. Just pick one. Stop on the one you're
Okay,
thinking.
go,
of.
So
go.
I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then noun.
Okay.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Down.
down. Did you just rhyme down with noun?
Also,
It was my idea.
down is not a noun.
I was actually gonna say noun, but
5,
is it-
4,
is that a noun?
3, 2, 1,
Town.
That's what I'm
Zach.
talking about.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brown.
Chris, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4.
Round.
Round?
Stamper, stop frowning.
Stamper, I want to give you. You pick a bird. Okay?
Cooking.
Because you said herb. That's what herb came into your head, and then you said cooking.
What?
Yeah, you know what fucking happened, Stamper.
What the hell are you talking
Bullshit.
about?
Okay. Pick an adjective that.
Soccer.
Soccer's shit. Hate
I
soccer.
played soccer when I was a baby. My dad used to take me
Soccer
to
isn't a fucking
everything.
adjective.
I hate soccer, dude. I don't like it.
Do you mean like.
Giant would be an adjective.
Soccer
Like
is the
big
main
or
reason I
small.
hate going to bars, because every time I go to a bar, it's
Oh,
fucking
try going
soccer.
to one in Ireland. It's fucking atrocious.
I don't get
doubt
the,
it.
I honestly don't get the appeal of it. You ever played soccer before?
Yeah.
It's the least fun of any sport.
I was on the orange team.
Really?
Did you play a lot of sports when you were a kid, Stamper? Were you like a football, baseball?
You know what's weird? I played football recreationally with my friends, and we always had a good time. But every time it came to playing football in class, I would bomb hard, and I'd be the biggest douchebag on the team, and everyone would hate me.
That's what anything. It's like you like something, and the second you have to do it seriously, you start to hate it.
I saw it as a game
Exactly,
outside
that's what
of
it is.
school, but then inside of school, I saw it as
If you
like
do
a
it in
fucking
school, when you start
competition.
fucking up, everyone's like, "Come on!" And
Yeah,
you're like,
fuck
"This is a
off.
fucking
I
game."
know. I was playing goalie in a hockey game once, and I kept missing. Like, people kept scoring on me, and this kid came up to me, and he called me worthless and said that I was the most. He just like really laid into me, and
You
I
really seem sad
to
about
this
it.
day, to this day, I haven't forgotten that. Like,
No,
he was
how old
really
were you?
disappointed. I was
not
fucking
worthless.
12-ish.
How old was he?
But then, like, after that, I'd go out and play hockey with my friends, and we'd be okay.
It was
'Cause we
fun.
didn't give a shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
It wasn't a fucking social experiment. School is a social experiment. That's all it is.
Yeah, all it is just
You're
trying
like
to,
forced to interact with people that you maybe would want to be your friend, but
the people in school that you're friends with are just people that you hate the least. Like that you have like slight stuff in common with.
yeah.
well,
It's like, oh, I
Everybody
kinda,
else you have nothing in common with.
Well,
They put
occasionally
you
you
in
find a
this
few
bucket.
kind of good ones.
I disagree.
With what?
Occasionally you'll find some.
One of my
good
very best friends, I have like almost nothing in common with Jack.
Jack?
The only thing I have in common with him is we like movies, and he's like the coolest guy ever.
But if you met Jack and you didn't go to school with him, would you think you'd like him?
I didn't go to school with him.
You ever think that maybe
How'd you meet
Jack has a
Jack?
million best friends?
I know how they met.
Probably.
Swimming club, and they
Yeah, we were swimming.
and they both and Chris needed
I
to
said
wear
something
swimming
about-
shorts and
I said something about a candy bar, and he thought it was funny. Then he was
And
like, "I like you," and they became friends.
What if you met him today, completely didn't know him?
No, he's still. Everyone who meets Jack
Yeah.
likes Jack.
I love
actually,
Jack.
when I first met Jack, I was really tired, and Jack is so like energetic and loud
Yeah.
that I was like, oh god, come on, man. And then like literally like the day later, I was like, I fucking love Jack.
He's an energetic spastic.
yeah,
Always
he's
good
so
understand
fucking
this
energetic.
person.
He's the
yeah.
co-creator
We can
of
cut
A
it out.
Random Day.
We could cut it out. Oh yeah, fun fact.
He also he did some puppet shit for Sleepy Cat. Remember?
Oh, did he?
Did
Was
he?
he in the Cool Show?
Yep.
Really? Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, I tried bandwagoning with that shit when I was a kid, but
I played pretty much every sport when I was a
I
young.
think I realized pretty quickly I'm not a fucking athlete. Oh, I played every sport. Name a sport, but not a fucking insanely obscure sport.
What do you think
I did
of-
boxing. I did soccer. I did Irish sport, hurling, Gaelic, rugby. I tried everything. I was like, maybe I'm a rugby player, and then it's like, no. Then it's like soccer player, no. Boxer, no. Like everything, yeah. Just
This-
not.
Do you ever
athlete.
do spring flipping?
Yeah, not for me.
Really?
What the hell is
Yeah.
spring flipping?
It's where you take a spring and throw it.
Do you guys ever see cheese rolling?
She's rolling.
Oh, yeah.
That's the funniest shit.
And people are like, whoa, come on.
Yeah. All you do is you go to the top of a big slippery hill when it's raining, you throw cheese, then you fucking run down the hill after the cheese. You fucking roll all the way down. It's the
Yeah, you
funniest-
roll down the hill
It is the funniest
after
shit
the
ever.
cheese and
Look
everyone-
up the video.
That is so fucking creepy
It's
and
the-
barbaric. It's
Like,
like
who thought of that? Like,
it's like something the apes would do.
No, it is. No, like I laughed so hard when I saw it, but you gotta watch that.
Is it like roll like big barrels
You
of
roll
cheese?
a big fucking
cheese wheel.
a cheese
yeah, we
wheel,
wheel
yeah.
of cheese, yeah,
Yeah.
down a hill, and you
You
roll
fucking
down
run
after.
after it as fast as you can.
What happens when you grab onto it?
You know what the funniest part is? I think the video on YouTube is called "Dangerous Sport Cheese Wheeling." Cheese rolling.
Do people die when they do that or something?
No, if you look at the video, there's people like landing on their necks and shit.
Yeah, because
It's the
you're running
funniest-
down fast down a hill and you're falling.
What a
over and shit.
worthless fucking death. If you would have died, you at least would have go cool. It'd be so horrible to like break your neck cheese wheeling or
I always
something.
do wonder like what
I
are
have
like.
to explain that to people later. Like that's how my grandfather died.
Yeah. How'd your
No,
grandmother die?
like-
Oh, he died in 1945. Oh, like World War II? No, like cheese wheeled. He fucking fell down and broke his neck. When he was
It must
chasing
honestly seriously suck to die to something like incredibly stupid.
Yeah.
Because then like you're
Thinking
cheated.
about that, you know, like battles in Japan.
Yeah.
It's how many people died by ninja stars? Like
It's just,
that's
yeah, it's just
like-
so.
I'm not even talking like that. That's cool compared to what I'm talking to.
Not really.
Like what if like
blades on
like-
a star are like this big, and you die. That
It
just pierces your
Or does
brain,
it just
dude.
fuck with you.
no like
They just do
Like
that. To,
imagine if you were walking down one stair and your leg slipped and you broke your neck. It's like, oh, he fell off one stair.
Dude,
and died.
whatever. If I met a guy and he told me that his grandpa died and by ninja star, I'd be like, really? like the weakest weapon in video games? Really? That's how your grandpa died? Somebody?
I guess it
threw
depends.
ninja
If you
stars at
hit
him?
somebody in the eye with it or like the neck or something. But if it hit like his hand, and, like his thumb came off.
there has to be someone out there who died from like an infected asshole, like swamp ass. There has to be. Like someone who got a little cut in their asshole from like shitting too hard.
You've obviously thought about this before.
No, I'm like, there had like, just imagine if you died of something like that. You like, someone would have to explain to
What
your
would
mom,
be-
like, your son died from an infected asshole. And your
I'm
mom
always
would just be
worried
They
that
would
if
say
I-
that. They would just say that he had an infection that they didn't understand.
I'm always worried that I would have an
originated in his
erection when I
anus.
died.
Yeah, no, a lot
like-
of people do have erections with.
I know, because I know people have erections when they die,
Because
and
your
I
blood
wake
doesn't
up
know
with
where to go.
erections every
Why do
day.
you worry about your state after you're
Because
dead?
people be like, oh,
You're
look
dead.
at that. I don't want 3 medics
You're
like,
dead, so they're gonna go on Twitter and be like, "Yeah, we found Zach and he had a boner."
not me, not even because of who I am. Just,
What is
just
your
because
ghost gonna be sad? Like shit.
I don't want you to
I'm
walk
never
in
gonna
and
be
be
able
an
to live
erection.
this down.
There's no ghost. I'm just gonna be a dead guy with an erection.
Dude, if I walked in on your dead body, the last thing I'd be worried about is your boner.
Your
I'd be-
eyes would be drawn. You'd go, dude. If you walked in, I'd be dead, hanging myself. You saw my erection, you'd be like, guys, Zach had a big dead boner in there.
big dead.
I'd be
boner.
like, dude, Zach's dead. Plus, he had a boner.
I fucking hit it and it fell down.
Did you hear about the guy who fucked the swimming pool and his dick?
What
came out?
aspect of it? What part of?
He just
It
fucked-
was
he
a
just-
jet
he
stream.
fucked the swimming pool.
There was a hole in the pool, like the jet.
You can, what do you? The swimming pool is a body of water. What do you
Yeah.
mean he fucked the
Yeah, he
swimming pool?
went to the- stuck his dick in the swimming
went to
pool and he fucked
no,
it.
you're being silly. He went to the edge of the pool where there was a hole in the wall with water getting
How
sucked
can his dick
in.
fit inside of that? That's like a baby hole.
And he told
The
the
jet streams shoot out. They don't suck in.
he told the paramedics that he was like minding his own business in the pool, and the jet stream was like really strong for one moment, and it sucked him in by the dick, and he was like, "Whoa!" And his pants came down.
Is that what he told the guy?
I swear to God, that's what he told him.
You know, there is like 7 billion people in the world. Maybe that did happen to one.
Well, no.
Maybe.
If you fucking think it'd just be pushing water down your dick hole, just be shoving water.
That was actually the first time I came. Was when I was in the swimming pool. My dad brought me to a
Oh,
swimming
that was
pool.
God,
you.
you came
Yeah.
you came in the swimming pool?
No,
A
no,
public
no.
one?
No. This is the first time I felt the sensation of like coming. Was when my dad brought me to a public swimming pool.
This
He
is why I
jerked you
hate
off?
public swimming pools, dude.
No, I didn't come in the swimming pool. Listen to me. What
Aliens
happened?
were there.
What the aliens were not there.
Making door creaking
What
sound
did
effects.
happen was I got into the pool and I was swimming around and I saw a lady who was resting her arms on the edge of the pool and she was just sitting there and I was like, what the fuck? When she left, I went over to inspect the area. There was a little jet of water coming from the wall and I was like, whoa, what was she doing? And I did the same thing she was doing. Started blowing on my dick.
Oh,
right?
she doing it up her pussy?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I was like, whoa, oh, and I started coming. But I was like literally probably 8. And then my dad walked over in the pool and he's like, what are you doing? And I was just like, I'm just swimming against the water. And he was like, you better not be doing what I think you're doing.
What? He said that?
Yeah, and he walked away. And then right after he walked away, I looked up and there was a fucking camera looking down at me. And I was like, ah, shit.
Did you
I
take like
swam
whip out
away.
your dick?
Chris,
No,
what-
it was just blowing against my
how-
little...
Why would your dad say
How
that? Why would he
awkward
even
is
assume
that?
that you were doing that?
Because it's obviously what I was doing.
I thought you were fucking 8.
I know.
Dude, he was probably smiling and looking around.
I was fucking coming. I had the cum face on.
And it's the first ever cum face, which is the most
It was
intense. Everyone knows that that's the most intense cum face.
No, this is what happened, right? That happened. I thought I was...
How many 8-year-olds coming do you see, Lyle?
Everyone knows. It's a common
But
knowledge.
This is what I thought I was like punched. It felt like I'd been punched in like right above my dick. That's what it initially felt like, right? So I was like, that felt interesting. Next time I went swimming, I did the same thing. I did it like every single time, like until eventually I was like, maybe I can just do this at home. So one night I was in the bathtub and I started like flapping my dick around between my fingers instead of like grabbing with my dick and jerking it off. So
Like you were twirling a pencil?
I was like pushing water towards my dick as fast as it would go, and I somehow managed to come like a million times doing that. And then eventually I was like, maybe it's better if I just jerk it off. And then I used to lie face down in the bathtub.
Wait, so you like discovered it like a fucking ape discovered fire or
I
whatever?
swear to God, right?
Serious?
And our bathroom, you know my bathroom in Ballykelly?
Yeah.
There's a fucking little window at the top of the door for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's, you'd have to be 8 foot to look in. But I was so paranoid that if my mom and dad stuck their head over the window and looked in and saw me like playing with my dick, I would like get sent to counseling. Because when I was younger, I thought it was like
You
the
don't
most
have a shower
evil-
curtain?
No, I was in my bathtub.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, we were a Christian family. I thought that was the most evil thing I was doing. I honestly felt so guilty
I actually
every
felt
time.
guilty when I was doing
So
it,
I used to
too.
like face down and hold my breath under the water and like flap my dick
So
around.
you
between
risk
my fingers.
dying every time you
I
masturbate.
didn't risk dying.
It's like a kind of
I know
form
how
of-
to breathe, but
That is a form of autoerotic asphyxiation.
well, that's not what got me off. I was just afraid my mom and dad would see me jerking off.
And that's what got
Yeah, that was what got you up. Your dad poking his head through the window and watching you.
And then,
Have you ever?
Dad, come
I
on.
actually, that's another story. I remember the day that my mom actually like said, Chris, I think it's time we talk about sex. And I was like, what? And she was like, you know, it's normal to masturbate and stuff. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Thank
And I
you,
was
Mom.
so relieved.
You just went off and jacked off that day. My
Did
mom.
you get the talk?
Yeah, my mom left the book. No, I didn't get the talk because my parents were too embarrassed about it.
My
but
mom, yeah, my parents gave me a book.
But yeah, they left a book on my bed called Boy Talk, and it was just these kids, right? And they were hanging on trees.
There's
and
a
it's like
girl magazine
every-
called
It
Girl
was
Talk.
boys fucking boys, and that's
no,
why
and
you
every
are how
okay,
you
so
are.
so just like, hey Ben, do you want to go hang out later? And it's like, okay, Paul, I'll meet you after school. And then they're hanging out at a tree, and they're hanging on a tree, and it's like, do you ever masturbate? And then like he's like, yeah. And it's like, do you like what do you do? Do you like rubbing your dick? It was
rub
really
your
fucking weird.
penis?
And it's like all boys talk like this. It's like, dude, no, I don't like fucking talk to my friends about like, you know, fondling my pee hole and stuff. But what
You
you call
fondle
it?
your pee hole when you jack off.
Dude, I saw porno
Dude,
maybe
this
6
is
couple
a
days
new
ago.
way.
I saw.
This is a new way to jack off. Okay, lick your hand and rub the bell end, and that's it. Just rub it. Just like
I figured that out when I was 12.
Everyone knows that shit.
everyone knows it.
wine
Yeah,
glass?
then why were you
I
telling
lick
me?
my hand though. I spit in it.
Then why were you telling me that this was some sort of weird fucking phenomenon? Jesus.
My parents didn't give me a masturbation book. They gave me a book.
They masturbated me.
Yeah, they
Well,
jacked me off.
Well, the book was about all of that stuff.
No, my parents gave me a book. I forget what it was called, but it was essentially like this is what mommies and daddies do.
Oh,
So they hug each other.
Yeah,
and,
special hug. Yeah,
and
that's,
men have penises and women have vaginas, and all the book did was make me horny and more confused. It didn't
Yeah,
help.
well,
it.
that's also a similar story. One time when I was very, very fucking young, a guy came to my mom and dad's door with a ton of books. He was like, "This is the whatever encyclopedia. If you buy these books, you will never need any other books in your life." My mom and dad got scammed, and they paid like £200 at the time.
oh, they did the
Oh,
that's a
the
common scam.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yeah.
I think
That's a common
probably.
scam, like an encyclopedia salesman.
I was
that
very
goes
young at
around.
the time, but mom and dad were like, "Chris, these books, they will like make you the smartest kid ever." And
Did the
then-
internet exist at the time?
It did not, but I found one book that had titties in it, and I literally stole it from the collection and kept it under my mattress.
Once when I was 8, I printed off naked pictures of Buffy that were fake, that were obviously fake, and I brought them into school, and I gave one to my friend.
And you were God.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I was the fucking king. Until I got caught, and everyone pointed their finger and they're like, it was him. But yeah, I used to be the kind of dealer, because I was the first one who kind of discovered the internet or whatever. So I was like dealing out all these like fake porn pictures.
I did the same thing, but with Mortal Kombat fatalities.
Wait, really?
Nobody understood what the internet was, and I was like, "This is a place where you can get things." And they're like what?" And I was like, "How about this printout, baby?"
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't even know you could do that."
I remember this was like the year 2001 or something like that, and I just like literally, and then I was doing the same thing with like fucking prior to DVDs. I was a little fucking asshole back in the day. I was the first one to discover like torrenting or whatever, and I used to like sell like fucking fake torrented DVDs in school.
Yeah, I remember.
I was a god as well.
I was one of the first people that figured out how to download music illegally, burn it to a CD, and one of my first customers was my manager at Walmart, and I overcharged him because he was an asshole. I was like, but he was still kind of cool.
I used to do that too, except like my friend, they started giving me like everyone in the school started giving me lists of like 50 songs to put on one CD, and I was like, holy shit! And I still took all the money, and I was like, oh god, what do I do? And I give them like a CD
Shit,
with
you
like,
got paid?
and then I give them,
I did it for street credit.
and then I give them songs with like 5 songs on it, and I'd be like, sorry, I couldn't get the rest, and they'd be like,
But they'd still be happy.
well then they were still like, yeah, they get to listen to fucking Gangster's Paradise or whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what the moral of that story was.
I don't know either.
Yeah, the Irish story, I guess.
Irish stories. Anyways, when I was like 8, I didn't understand sex. I'm glad you did. I used to walk around, and I remember when I was 8 years old, I had a bathrobe, and I used to get boners all the time, and I used to just walk around with my bathrobe and my little boner under the bathrobe, and I'd open the bathrobe up and just point my boner at things and hope that things happened. I would surprise the world
Like
with my
catch on
boner.
fire or something. Like you pointed at a candle and just blow up.
It was like testing the waters. Like maybe if I pointed it at that, and then I'd
That
open
don't
my
work. That was a
bathrobe.
key. That you were trying to figure it out what it did.
Yeah, and I was so frustrated. I used to just rub my boner on things, and that's
I
when
do that
my
too.
mom
I used
gave
to,
me
like-
that fucking book. And
I was a little pervert
figured it
before I
out.
knew what sex was.
I was a pervert, but I still didn't know what sex was.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. We were just both little fucking.
And then when I found out what sex was, oh my
I
god,
never became even more of a pervert.
things got really, really bad, really quick.
Really quick. Yeah, I used to fantasize, like, I had really weird ones. Like, I had fantasized about, like, having X-ray glasses that I could see through only girls' clothes. And going to school and be like, hey, no one knows.
Did I
You
tell
had a
you?
little boner in school.
Yeah.
I used to get boners all the time in school, dude.
Yeah.
And
I still get boners all the
before I figured out about the waistband trick, I used to fucking pull my pockets up really high, but it just looked like I had a boner. I was holding my pockets weird. It looked horrible. Or I used to put books in front of my dick, and that worked all right.
Some
The
Hoffners.
waistband trick only works when you're wearing sweatpants, and then kids make fun of you because you're poor and can't afford jeans.
You could do the sweat. You could do the waistband when you have jeans.
Yeah, but you have to tuck it up under your jeans and your
Yeah, it is
belt,
kind of
and
painful. But when it starts to
sucks.
descend,
Not if you have foreskin, baby.
when it starts to descend,
That's bullshit. It still hurts when you
No, it does
mash your
not. No, it
belt buckle, and the belt
Foreskin-
metal is.
Foreskin dampens.
you
the
guys
blow.
are actually talking bullshit now. Unless the head of your
No.
dick is rubbing the waistline.
Was like-
How
It's
short
not.
is
It's
your
not.
dick
It's
then?
extra skin, dude.
it's extra skin.
It's not a layer of
protection.
it.
It's a padding of
It is a
protection.
layer of extra
It's
skin.
armor for the dick, dude.
Dude, my belt buckle's not rubbing up against my dickhead. It's rubbing up against
The middle of the
shaft of my dick.
Yeah, that wouldn't really help.
It helps me.
You don't have an extra literal layer over the
'cause
actual
you're
skin.
leaner
You have
than-
extra skin at the top where the helmet is.
Yeah.
Not where the the balls
That means you've got a
touch.
small dick because
But the helmet's
when
small.
your dick points up, it means it only goes as far as the belt, which means your dick is
Did
small.
you scientifically discover I have a small dick?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't.
We
It's
just
a
we just
normal-
cracked the puzzle.
When I get a
Good job,
boner-
team.
The
Good job,
mystery of
Scooby
the
Doo
small
crew.
dick Mary.
I tuck my
It's a normal
boner
dick.
behind my belt buckle. The head of my dick stops at my titties.
When I used to go,
Sometimes it comes through my shirt and I have to like push it down.
Can you titty wank yourself, Stamper?
Huh?
Can you titty wank yourself?
Yeah, I could blow myself.
Whoa, without bending over.
Was sitting upright in a computer chair, I could blow myself.
Standing up. It's like playing the trombone when you're standing up.
when I used to go to St. Peter's College at Wexford, our school uniforms pants was like literally paper thin. It's like it's gray, itchy fucking paper.
All schools in Ireland have that for some reason.
You see
Yeah.
dudes running around with pee spots in their pants because they didn't shake their dicks off hard enough?
Yeah, you do. Once I got,
I like how quick you answered
That was
that.
bull.
once I was at a urinal and a guy like, did I tell this before?
No.
I was at a urinal in school and a guy pushed me while I was taking a piss. I got piss all over my pants, and then he goes, ha ha, and then he goes, oh wait, and then he didn't tell anyone. I was like, oh god, I'm done.
Wait, what?
And he didn't tell anyone. He was like nice. He was like, oh shit, sorry, you got. He goes, ha, you peed your pants, and just didn't like. I thought he was going to tell everyone I peed my
Kids
pants.
in my school used to do this thing where they used to kick people while they were taking a piss.
Yeah, you.
At the
And
urinal.
yeah, one of my friends did it to me, so I got really mad. I took a bunch of paper towels and covered it in soap, and he was taking a shit. Like, he walked in, kicked my ass.
Oh, we'd always do that.
No,
and
he
your
walked-
dick touches the urinal, right?
No, I'm paying you. When he walks in, kicks you in the ass, you slam against the wall, the stall. I'm sorry, like the urinal. And then he walked in, took a shit. He sat in the stall and started taking a shit. I got furious, so I took a bunch of paper towels, covered it in soap, and started fucking
Yeah, we'd
pelting
always do
over the top of the stall. And he started screaming.
Do you ever get like a wet like bit of
Yes.
tissue or toilet paper and just throw it on the ceiling and it just goes? We used to do that in school all the
That's
time.
what babies do. But fuck, I was gonna say, you know the paper thin pants?
Yes?
Yeah.
They are
You know,
really
janitors
bad.
have to clean that off. You're making
Yeah,
their
you're
life.
dick.
Oh yeah, but this one I was a kid. I didn't even think
Those
about
paper
that.
thin pants are the worst at hiding boners. Like really bad. Like
Chris, what's the worst
Because it shows the
boner,
complete outline of your bone.
They
Yeah.
are bad. They are bad. You can see your
But
big balls. And like,
Also, do you guys like hate I really hate urinals.
I
Like,
love urinals. I wish there was one in the fucking.
I'm not afraid of showing my dick to people at urinals, but like I just don't like. I think they're grosser than toilets.
nah, urinals are convenient for me.
I think they're way more convenient. It's more often than not, I piss in the sink.
I never get stage
They look
fright.
disgusting though.
I'm actually not joking. More often than not, I piss in the sink.
That's
I
gross.
wish I had a urinal.
In the house we live in.
What? Yeah. Do you wash your face in that sink?
Yes.
Welcome to P-Town, Niall.
Oh man.
I'm gonna literally
Splash, splash.
That's why your
Piss
face
on
smells
your
like
face.
piss.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna
Don't do
dab
that.
my pee.
Urinals are completely convenient.
I don't
why
like
is it-
I don't like the
it's
ones that drop
pissing
to
at
the floor,
wall.
though.
You're pissing on the wall.
Who's
You don't
that
have to
fucking
aim.
guy who goes around spitting chewing gum in every single urinal in the country?
Huh?
That one fucking dude.
Oh yeah, Chewy McGum.
Yeah, he goes around spitting chewing gum in the urinals. It's a fucking.
Is there really a guy that's doing
It's a
that?
Yeah.
catastrophe. Do you not see it?
No.
You go into urinals.
It's
There's always
epidemic, dude.
there's always a bit of gun.
He's,
Oh,
he's,
it's always
he's
the same
always
guy.
Yeah,
he's always on
always-
CNN like with their Sasquatch photos when he's leaving the
Yeah.
when he's leaving the stall.
It's that
You
one-
know, they conducted tests saying that if a guy has something to aim at, he'll always shoot his pee at that thing. Cigarette butts, chewing gum.
Stamper, what's the least amount you would want to chew some gum that's been in a urinal for a day?
Huh?
What's the least amount of money you would want to chew some gum that's been in a
Oh,
urinal?
dude, I do that for free.
Really?
Yeah.
And Stamper, I was next to Stamper one time. He said, "Free gum," and he picked it up and started chewing it. And I
I
gagged.
said pee gum.
Chris,
Chewy
you know how
McGill.
you were talking
Why
about
would
your
more than one person
dad
do that?
walking up to you earlier in the pool and saying, "Hey, stop that"?
That was my dad. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that like have you ever? How often does that happen to you? Where as you're coming, somebody like is like, "Hey," they talk to you.
Have you ever been
It's
caught
it's such a
jerking off?
fucking like
Oh, man.
world-breaking experience.
I've been very, very lucky to. That's never happened.
Oh,
to me,
God, I got
except for
so
that-
lucky
My
once.
very first lovely time.
One time when I was about 14, I was masturbating, and the second I was coming, my dad was like, "Zach," and I was like, "Oh no!" It was so uncomfortable.
Oh God!
Because I was in that state of like.
Yeah, but he just called your name. He didn't walk in.
Yeah, but I don't want his fucking name. I don't want his voice on my wall. I'm coming and like.
I don't even need somebody to do that. Every now and again, I'm in the wrong mindset and I'm jerking off, and right as I'm
Stamper.
coming, something comes into my head that I don't
Yeah.
want to see.
Oh yeah.
Stamper, you know,
There's been a few times where I've been jerking off, and my mom will like open the door to be like, "Dinner's ready," and she'll be looking at me, and I'll have my big hard dick in my hand. I'll be like, "Okay."
Yeah,
And she'll like
that's
close the door.
Just close the door.
Yeah.
oh man, if
If
the
your dad would walk in with his big hard dick in his head, he'd be like, "Chris, Mom said it's time for dinner."
My mom walks in with her big hard dick
Big
in
hard
her
dick
hand.
in- yeah.
Oh, she comes in and she says, "Dinner's ready," and then she comes.
Stop
up and
fucking
follows
around.
you,
She's a
and
huge
talking
cock
about
in her
her
hand.
dinner.
My cat walks by with his huge dick in its hand.
like once my parents left the house, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have a big fucking butt naked wank today. when
Buck
you get, you know
naked.
when you just
Oh,
get
you get
naked?
totally
Yeah,
naked.
you're like,
It's an event.
then so I turned on the porno. I fucking lay down in bed like this. I lay down on my bed.
Who says porno?
It's not 1980 though. I went to the porno today, honey.
No, there's porn. Like,
What's
okay,
the alternative?
Porn is
Porn.
Pornography.
Why drop the O? Why even add the O?
I'll tell you why. Okay, Zach, you add. Okay.
You know who says the O?
Porn
Guys with mustaches.
Porn
and
is the genre.
comb-overs.
Porn is the collection. Porno is a porno.
I'm fine.
One porno. Porn.
It's like cactus and cacti. I'm sorry.
Niall said porno as in he's got a very specific porno in mind. And who the fuck are you, Zach?
Oh, fuck
I
you.
bet you called pizza za and
Yeah.
with pepperoni and
You
and
say, hey guys,
mozzarella.
we go up some girls. I said, what's a girl? You say hamburger.
You call strawberries straws and blueberries bloobs.
Yeah.
You
oh.
told me that.
Oh, are you
Exactly.
Stamper, are you a
And I
bloob
thought
guy?
it was hilarious that you called blueberries blue.
Are you a bloob guy?
What?
Are you a bloob guy?
I'm a
love blues.
blood guy.
What?
But anyway, butt
like-
naked wank.
Oh yeah.
So like I laid down and got ready for a big
A
purge.
butt naked wank, for those of you who don't know, is where you eat a hot pocket first to get your energy up,
Yep.
and then all the grease that's on your fingers, you don't even give a shit. You just
Yep.
rub it on your body because you're gonna go into your room.
You're just a mess at this stage. You don't care how you're like, I'm the
filthy
biggest
dudes.
perv in the world right now.
Yeah.
You're like, I love being a fucking dirty perv.
And every porno you look up,
yeah, they're just more
It's
perverted
not
than
good
the
enough.
rest. Yeah,
You find another one.
Yeah, like it has to be something. Actually, that's something that happened to me. Every porno I watch now has to be, or porn has to be slightly weird in a way. Like it has to be something weird going on in it. Like I don't know.
we're so spoiled nowadays.
I know.
I remember when porno first, I was like, wow, there's porno on the internet. I used to jerk off to ads. Because it took so long
Yeah.
to download stuff, there would just be a
And that
girl
was-
in an
that was
ad
fine.
with
You just
her
get
titties
frustrated.
out.
You're
That
like,
was
whatever.
fine.
Yeah,
I
that'll
would jerk
do.
off to the advertisement, the
Dude,
banner, literally the banner ad. I would jerk
I
off
saw
to
I
it.
saw one porn video a couple days ago that I actually was just disgusted by. At first, I was like interested by it. It was this girl sucking a dick, and I was like, "Yeah, I could dig this." But then she took her nipple and put it in his dick hole, and I got so repulsed. Like that is completely true. I'll show you the
Is that
fucking
even
video.
possible?
Yes, big dick hole, small nipple. I don't know. They figured it out. She started bringing her titty up to the dick, and I was like, "Yeah." And then she went, "Ah."
You know
I clicked
what?
it in.
You brought that
and
up.
I recoiled back and closed out of it.
Zach, that's not something you randomly stumble on. You're the
It was
only
called
person to
blowjob
bring it
video.
up.
I said, "Wow."
Yeah, bullshit.
Oh,
You
Zach,
were looking
yeah,
for
you're-
all kinds.
I'll
of-
show you
Wait,
the
Zach,
video.
Zach, you're well-
Whatever, Mr. Goldfish pitcher. Oh, I hit it. What?
You're into the blobes, right?
I
The
never
blobes.
stumble on shit like that when I'm looking for porno. You were looking for something really
I've
sadistic.
been watching porn for like the last 10 years completely innocently.
What'd you search for, baby boy?
Blowjob.
To find
Dick
yeah.
gets some.
And you got
That's a
nipples
dick, though.
going
That's
inside
just a
dick holes.
dick.
That's bullshit. Bullshit. I call
No.
bullshit.
However, my story
Then she stuck
anyway.
the whole titty in the dick on.
Go now.
Lying in bed, butt naked wank. Okay.
Okay.
Right. I go like I just go on for fucking an hour. I'm like yeah, and then I just come everywhere. And then what you call it? Literally just as I turned it off. Like I keep in mind I was lying in my bed facing the door. Then I just got dressed really fast, and the second I had my pants like zipped up, my dad just opened my door really fast. I was like, holy.
What did he say to you?
No,
I smell cum.
yeah. Oh god, that was.
Oh my god, I just remember. I thought I never got caught jerking off before. I got caught in the aftermath of jerking off once. I was watching scrambled porno on TV. You know how you have scrambled porno
Yeah.
channels and you get that gross like green thing? I don't even know if that's a thing anymore.
Green thing.
What?
Like we have like because you didn't pay for the channel, it's like scrambled porno on TV. So if you pay, you could hear sound kinda.
Oh shit.
But I was jerking off to scrambled porno. You guys don't even know what I'm talking about.
No,
do you?
but I'm intrigued.
Damn it. But I fell asleep on the lazy boy in my living room and my dick was hanging out of my zipper and my dad came home while I was sleeping and he came up and he put his hand on my shoulder and he was like, son, you fell asleep on the couch. And I was like, what are you doing here, Dad? And I took my dick back into my pants. There's no hiding that. He just wanted me to get up and go to sleep. That was embarrassing.
Have you ever had one of those wanks that like literally lasts like 3 hours?
Yeah,
And you're
just-
like, oh, and you're
I'm a
so
fucking-
you're like so horny, and your like dick is
Frustrated?
like literally like just pissing lube, and you're just like, oh, this is the best. And then the second you come, you're like, that was the biggest waste of my life.
Yeah,
that
and
was
you-
I feel
like such a
stupid.
perv.
You know,
you just feel like an idiot.
I'm not a
Every
Christian
time I
fella.
finish coming, I feel like an idiot.
yeah.
'Cause I'm always watching the most depraved shit, and then when I'm done doing it, I'm looking at what the girl's actually doing.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
her intestines are hanging out, and I'm like, like, and as I'm coming, I'm like blocking the vision of the screen with my hand.
Yes, no,
Finish.
sometimes, like, I've been a little bit more into the facials. Here's an update for you, folks, who've been listening. I'm a little bit more into the facials
I
now.
fucking told you. You fucking gave me shit for that.
I did. I'm 2% more into it. But
You
every
like
time...
facials?
Yeah, he loves that. You know?
No, I said I hated it before. I'm 2% more into it. I won't turn it off. I won't turn
you
it
can't
off.
be just 2%.
No, he's bullshitting.
You're 25
He actually is
at least.
bullshitting. He told me
No.
like a year ago that he loves blowjobs. Like,
I do love blowjobs.
Pornos. Like,
I don't like facials, though.
I love
Oh, that's
facials.
just-
But my
they come
point
with
is,
it. Oh, okay, sorry, I get
before I would close the video out, if I facial. But now, anyway,
I don't
but I still...
understand how people jerk off to blowjob videos. I'll
Yeah.
never understand that.
Yeah,
you
that's-
fucking
too.
you lick on asshole stamper.
it needs
Yeah.
You look like big brown puppet
You
assholes.
don't get to ask that question.
it needs to have an asshole before I come. I think. Like I can't really come.
Now,
just-
whenever I see a girl's asshole, I go, put some pants
You guys are
on.
literally like, it has to be the dirtiest
Yeah,
dirtiest
it does-
hole.
it does.
Shit must come from it for me to come.
Yeah.
What? Nobody said that.
That's what an asshole is.
Yeah,
No,
but you can
it's the
fucking-
most forbidden part of a girl's
know.
body.
Because shit comes there.
And when she grants you access to that,
Yeah,
I
that's-
derive a lot of pleasure.
Yeah, but that's
Stamper's doing the
that's
fucking
how I
evil
feel.
hands.
That's how I feel with facials because it's like if a girl lets you facial on her, she'll pretty much do anything.
Every
Yeah,
girl
but-
will let you facial.
No,
on
they
her.
will not.
Yes, they will.
My problem is the facials
It'll be a
still look
surprise.
unpleasant. I'm still cringy, like wincing, like oh yeah, you know.
Well, that's not the same thing as permission.
Stay tuned, feminists. There'll be more talk.
I know.
This is borderline misogyny.
This is the patriarchy at work.
Is it misogynistic to talk about sex
come on a
in
girl?
general?
Yeah,
no.
it's misogynistic
Zach
to
had-
wear men's clothes.
No,
if you're
listen.
a man.
Zach had the most like point that blew my mind the other day. He's like, feminists are so far left that they're gone right again. Like feminists, like they would.
I don't even
somebody-
know what left and right means. man.
Somebody posted. I got this a couple of times. Somebody posted something called the horseshoe theory, which is the far left and the far right are actually closer than the moderate
It's
left.
so
moderate
true
right.
because like some feminists will be like, don't degrade girls by letting us bend over and do it as doggy style because doggy style's for animals. But then like,
Imagine-
What I don't get is
But it's up to the
like,
girl. Then
the
you're
whole,
ju- then
the
you're-
whole like I thought the whole '70s like feminist thing was like fuck you, don't tell us what to wear.
Yeah.
They're naked with their titties out.
Yeah.
But now it's the exact opposite. Now it's like you can't show a fictional character with boobs. They have to have small breasts and a chubby body. It's like
and that's like what the '50s patriarchy were saying. Like,
yeah,
you
it's
know-
like that's what like '50s actual misogynist
Yeah.
assholes were saying.
It's so
Don't show your
weird.
ankles, slut, you dumb whore. Don't show your ankles, bitch.
I'll tell you one thing. Every weird, depraved thing I've ever done to another female was done because she asked me to do it.
Or you
I'm always
asked- you
really
asked them-
bashful. I don't want to do things.
You are bashful.
Oh, I'm
You
back.
fuck me,
I'm
Stanford.
just kind of afraid to
Very
ask for like really like. Well, it's not really. I never really do really bad shit, but I'm afraid to kind of ask for like.
I don't even want to ask about things.
Yeah, I don't ask. I don't really
Here's
ask.
what I
Women pulled me into the void of despair a long time ago.
I just do. I don't ask.
Here's what I do.
Don't fire at me,
Here
girl.
it comes.
Can I come on you? Thanks.
Oh man, you bent over right on Chris's face and thought you were gonna fire on him.
Squirt, squirt. Ha, thank you.
Here, let me pull up this porno I saw the other day. Wait 1 second.
My pussy is so wet.
I'm here to fix your sink.
Oh, fix my pussy with your dick.
Okay.
Oh,
Here goes.
let me spread my legs for you.
What appears to be the problem, ma'am?
My pussy it has a severe lack of dick. Can you fix that, sir?
Yeah. Okay, I'm fucking you now.
I don't want to help. Rape! Rape!
Ow. No, that was stupid.
No,
Yeah,
I don't,
that
I
was
don't know
the
why.
point
You,
of me pulling it up. I thought it was pretty
that's
odd.
just disrespectful to the audience, though. You know something?
Oh, says the guy who says he wants to shower a girl's face with his semen. Okay.
And
Yeah. How's that not disrespectful? You said you want to make a Gandalf beard with your semen on a girl, and that's your.
I didn't say I wanted to. I said I did.
Oh, well then your dreams accomplished.
That's why I call my balls Bilbo Baggins. that was
Why? Because it's a hobbit size. You son of a bitch.
It's like a little bag. Two little Bilbos.
Bilbo
inside.
Baggins.
Baggins.
They live in Bag End.
Gulps my dick. Very good joke. It's nothing.
Bill Ball Baggins.
Have you ever fucked Stamper? True question. Have you ever fucked a swamp ass?
No.
What do you think it would be like? Do you think it would hurt, or do you think it would be warmer?
There'd be a
or-
guy playing a banjo on a little boat inside.
Ding-ding-ding-ding-ding.
You don't come around here often. Never seen you here before. So we can pull out real away.
You come over to my house with some gumbo.
Ah!
I didn't even get the swamp joke until just now. It was just funny just thinking of the little guy swimming around in the swamp.
He's playing the fucking banjo.
Watch out for gators.
It was way funnier when the actual swamp.
There's a sinkhole here. Watch out.
Watch out for gators.
Snap, I bet you can fuck your own ass.
Oh.
I bet you've got one of those gross fucking bendy dicks.
I do have a bendy dick.
Well, did you fuck your ass?
Boomerang dick?
No.
Well, you have a boomerang or a coat hanger, Rack? Where it's like, is it a slight, like a banana curve, or is it like a fucking 90-degree angle?
Mine slightly curves upwards.
Okay, but I mean, is it
I
like
have a banana wiener.
Okay.
Mine kind of swings the left a little bit.
Mine swings left too.
Yeah.
But not that much. Like,
Yeah, like mine is resting like right here.
10%.
Mine points where the pussy's at, baby.
Like fucking Mecca.
Beep.
Points-
What if there's a
beep.
pussy right behind you though?
This is the closest, then it goes up
It would
my
like
ass.
it roll into itself. Yeah.
It like bends back behind your legs and pokes out underneath your asshole.
And you're like, oh god!
Get out of here!
It points to the closest girl.
Why is it pointing at me?
It points to the closest butt. Sorry. You ever seen those pornos where there's a girl standing on a landmine and she can't move because
The guy just walks over and comes on her and walks away.
the landmine, the trigger clicked, but she can't lift her leg up or she'll explode. So the guy comes up and just comes on her.
Is that a real
And he
porno?
walks over, like, comes on her leg and just leaves.
And she can't move, so she just stands there and she's mad. Like,
That
don't
guy-
come on me!
That guy
Don't
likes
come
the
on-"
fucking danger because
Never mind, her life is in danger, but she's just mad that.
yeah,
you
but that
come
guy's
on.
life is also in danger.
Dude, it's so awesome.
She could kill both of them.
Dude, it
It's so hot, dude.
is so fucking
What?
hot.
And
I've
sometimes,
never
and the
come harder
bonus
in my life.
is,
That is a form of
if
rape.
they do blow their legs off, you get amputee porn. It's a win-win.
I know.
shit.
They
And once they
she
get-
blows her legs off, he blows his lower.
Dick, he
and
blows his dick off.
I once
all
saw
over
this.
her leg.
I once saw this midget porn where they were all bouncing on the bed having a pillow fight, and it was so fucking funny. And then they all started like getting dildos and
Fucking each other.
Yeah, I don't know why it was so funny, but like they were having such a great time. It was just a bunch of midgets,
Isn't
and they were
midget a
like,
slur?
or sorry, little people, and they're all just jumping on the bed, like laughing and having the most like best time ever. And then they all just started fucking. I was like, I wonder what I was doing at that exact moment when this was happening. Like, was I don't know, at work or at
Just
school?
walking around while he's.
Oh, walking around, and like, could that be going on right now?
Of
Oh, it's-
course.
There's horrible things going on right this second.
Somebody's getting their head sawed off
Yeah,
in a
in
basement.
Brazil,
Right now.
right now.
Snapper, have you ever heard of the site Chatterbait?
Yeah,
I love Chatterbait.
I know. You told me about it.
Yeah.
You look at that cosplay Carrie on that.
Yeah, but that's only because it's funny.
There's a girl on Chatterbait called Cosplay Carrie where she dresses up as Harley Quinn and fucks her boyfriend just as the Joker, and she gets so into character. She's like, "Oh,
She's
Mr.
so
J, put your
She's
dick
so
in my
funny.
pussy."
She's actually hilarious.
she's,
and then
she's like the funniest woman in the world.
and the guy dresses up as like Ronald McDonald sometimes and fucks her while she's dressed as someone from Resident Evil, and they're just having such a good time.
Yeah, they seriously just they're just having a funny time. They're not taking it or.
Dude, she's gonna be in Disney World when I'm in Disney World. No, I'm not gonna fuck her, obviously, but
No,
I'll definitely
meet her, though.
I'll definitely get like her autograph or a picture with her or something.
Oh, Mr. J, spit in my cunt. And he's like, okay. And he's like dresses like Ronald McDonald.
Sweet.
One
Dude.
time Niall sent me that, and we were both watching it. We were like,
Oh, so fucking funny.
I
Then we got our
saw
dicks
saw
up.
like Mario fucking Yoshi or something. It really bothered me. Only because it was incorrect. I was like, that would
you guys ever seen that ET porn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Creepy.
with his fucking finger.
So funny.
If someone dressed up a girl as ET, like a big, she has the texture of like feces. She looks like big shit. And
Yeah, big-
ET's
big,
on
huge-
top. The
big
guy's
fat
just like
turd.
fucking her. It's like the grossest
Do you
thing.
ever
Oh, I
see-
saw another one where a girl was blowing ET, and it was the funniest thing.
You ever see the American Dad one where Roger looks so creepy? He has like those disgusting like those ping pong ball eyes. He's horrible looking.
You ever see the fucking Simpsons porn where Homer's impression is pretty spot on?
Pretty good.
It's the same cast in all of those porn parodies.
Really?
Yeah, James Dean, that fucking chick, or all those chicks. They're all the same. The Scrubs porno is actually funnier than the fucking thing. I tweeted that like a couple weeks ago, but I was watching it and it's actually funnier than the show.
Yeah, none of those are really badly written for the most part, which is surprising. You'd expect them to do horrible, but you kind of like get a chuckle out of them.
That's one of the only ways porn industry can make money these days now.
Is porn parodies?
Yeah, selling parodies because it's so easily accessible.
I saw a Back to the Future porno once, and Marty was like an Indian dude.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
You remember that? He's like, Marty, you gotta come back to me. You gotta fuck your mother. He's like,
I
weird.
don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I'd rather send it pass.
I want to just stay in my.
do not want to work at 7-Eleven.
I will save this pack of gum.
This ain't racist at all, right? But it is.
that was.
No, it's extremely true that every single time I go to a 7-Eleven, it's an Indian guy. What's with that?
And Dunkin' Donuts as well. I
What's
don't
with that?
understand it either, yeah.
That's not racist. It's true. You walk,
I think-
literally you there walk into a 7-Eleven
any
right now. It's
convenience
an
store.
Indian guy.
Any convenience store that isn't a chain, really.
Yeah.
Except for 7-Eleven.
I just figured like one dude came over from India and he hooked up a 7-Eleven and then he started getting all his friends over and they never broke the chain.
You know, sort of invite your
Probably.
friends over every.
Stamper, I have a story. Well, it's not a great one, but there's you know the gas station beside our house, the one that's kind of convenient to go get like a drink or cigarette or something, like you can just go in and get stuff.
Yeah.
The one that's near our house. You know the guy who works there?
Yeah.
He's a cranky cunt.
He's a
right?
dickhead.
He's such a dickhead. He always has his face on, and I was like,
There's two guys that work there. There's a chubby Indian guy and
No,
a
no, he's
tall-
just-
The
the
dude who
tall
always
skin-
looks like his son died that
He
day.
looks
Oh, he looks like an Easter.
Yeah, he's
an
a
Easter
fucking
Island statue.
dick. Once he was like to me, he was just standing cleaning the floors, and there was no other cashier, and I was standing at the thing, and he was just looking at me. But anyway, I was like, it's my goal to make this guy laugh. Like before I move out, I just want to make this guy laugh just to see if I can, because like it's a challenge. And I couldn't do it. Every time I went in, I'd always try to make him laugh, and he would never.
Why don't you just buy things from him and leave like normal people? Why are you trying to?
Because
make
he's
him
such a
laugh?
fucking dick.
It's not a fucking Robin Williams movie, dude. You're not gonna like engage this guy.
You're
and
gonna
be,
break
like,
through to him.
But
It's
listen,
just cold, man.
it was just a challenge. That's all it was. It's just
Well,
a stupid
give
thing
me
I was doing
an
myself.
example. Give me an
There's
example.
no
I'll
harm.
be the Indian guy. You told me.
I would-
Welcome.
No, he wouldn't even say that.
He doesn't say a word,
Yeah, he
dude.
doesn't
Okay,
say
fine.
a word.
Let's
That's why it was even more of a
Let's
challenge.
suppose. Okay. Ding ding. You walk in.
Oh, I can't.
Would you walk up to him like, "Can I have some cigarettes?"
No, yeah, I do an Arnold impression or something. Try and make him laugh.
Yeah, that's funny.
What did you what have you actually done so far? I'm curious.
No,
now.
because I didn't finish my story yet. All right, so okay, I went in. I tried to just make small talk and stuff, and I was like, damn, I'm getting nowhere here. And then one day, me and Shad walked down there, right? And Shad was looking like the fucking Unabomber. A scarf covering his mouth and stuff. And Shad, we both walk in, and Shad goes, "I'm not armed, I swear." And then the guy just goes, "Ha ha 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 ha." I was like, dude, that's the fucking last thing I think of to try and make this guy laugh. And Shad did it in one goddamn
all
go.
it took was
pissed me off.
fucking horribly offensive
Yeah.
racism.
Yeah,
That's beautiful. That's human right there.
yeah, but I was still happy that the guy laughed. But
Shad walked in that place one time and he looked at the guy. He's like, "Does this place get robbed off in?" And the guy was
Really?
like, "Excuse me." Yeah. Then Shad reached in his fucking big leather jacket and pulled out his card really fast. I was like, "Shad, you're a fool."
Jesus Christ.
Shad is a mysterious man.
Sweet, dude.
That's
Yeah.
scary. What if the guy fucking blew his head off?
I know, because Shad was like, that's exactly the event of events in order. What happened?
Oh, but the time me and Shad went there was this old man sitting on a chair, this old white guy, right? And this is just when Stamper said white people complain all the time. It was kind of in my head, right? So we walked to that shop, and this Indian guy, Shad made the Indian guy laugh. I was like, okay. And then this fat white old guy was sitting on a chair, and he was going, "Takes a long time to clean this place." And it was this tiny little 4x4 fucking shop, and he was like, "Yeah, we have to replace the refrigerators." And Shad was kind of like looking at him really weird. He was like, "Yeah, it's cold outside now." And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, white people do complain all the time. That story was going nowhere. I was just wanted to kind of clarify.
They do. White people bitch about everything all day for no reason,
My
and
coffee's too cold.
every other person on the face of the planet keeps their mouth shut and dies silently, regardless of how
Yeah.
pissed off they are.
Yeah, so
You ever get into an Irish taxi?
yeah, that's the small talk capital of the world. Like,
How was it's raining outside.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's
Chris,
really
God,
interesting.
you and I took a
Isn't it
taxi
always
down to
raining
that
outside?
shop.
Yeah. What?
Exactly.
You and I took a taxi down to that little, down. It was to some place. I forgot what it was. But yeah, he would not stop. He was like, "It's raining today." You're like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, you from around here?" You're like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, what do you do?" You're like, "I'm the animator." He's like, "Oh, like Disney?" You're like, "Yeah." He went all like that. It was like, dude, nobody wants to.
I used to always fabricate stories of those.
In America,
guys.
you get into a taxi, everyone shuts up, but in Ireland, you cannot. You have to talk to the driver, or else
Yeah.
you're weird.
Yes.
Or else you're weird. Yeah. Well, he's bored, but they always kind of do seem like they're interested, but in a weird way. It's like,
No, but it's always like, oh, it's raining again. It's like, yeah, that's great. It's the 50 millionth time I've heard that.
yeah. And then they're like, well, so what do you do? And you're just like, yeah, whatever. I do this. But like, I used to kind of fabricate stories to them because I was just bored of saying the same shit all the time. And I can't remember what I said. I remember saying I was a doctor at one stage, and then getting caught out by the same guy by saying something else. I didn't realize it was the same guy. He was bringing me home, and he remembered me.
So you were a liar, and then you got busted for lying.
Yeah, pretty much.
your own
Like, you know that whole weather spiel?
Yeah.
So it goes weather again. I've heard that so many times. I almost feel like it's an insult at this stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
how's
says
the
that-
weather? Have you seen the weather?
If someone
It's-
says that to me,
It's almost like, yeah, I'm not interested. I just need to get your talk
Yeah.
out of the way before I leave. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Bringing up the
exactly.
weather is the death sentence for any conversation.
Like, as soon
Unless
as
there's a
someone does
fucking
that-
tornado.
If you're in the same area with somebody, it doesn't make any sense. It's like,
Did you look up today? Were you
Yeah,
staring at your fucking hands all the
Sorry,
time?
they're not asking how's the weather. They're saying, oh,
No, but bringing up the weather
weather's
period,
cold.
it's like, yeah, look at the weather today.
It's like, yeah, I walked outside. Yeah,
that's
I
the
saw.
last thing I care about. I honestly couldn't give one
really
shit.
cold outside.
But it's not just
today.
that,
Yeah,
they
it's
do-
fucking
Yeah, no
snowing.
shit. It's why everyone's wearing coats.
Yeah,
dude.
that's what they do. They do variations like, oh, it's cold, or like...
It's November.
Yeah, no shit.
This happens every year. You're 50. You should have seen this at least 50 times
Do you
by
remember
now.
that guy used to deliver us pizzas? It was fucking clockwork.
Oh god, this guy, right? This guy, he has no excuse because he was in his early 20s, right?
Yeah,
and
he was
everybody
our
just-
age.
He was our age, and he'd come to the door and he'd call and he'd just be like, "Lovely weather, isn't it?"
It was the
Chris
same sentence. The same
Every-
sentence.
Lovely
every,
weather, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the weather
Every
or the weather
fucking
shit,
time.
isn't
And
it?
we
You
ordered
eat your pizza mad.
We ordered a shit ton of
Chris
pizzas.
did eat his pizza.
We
man,
ordered
once
a
with it.
fucking pizza every week, and it was always that guy. It was always lovely weather, isn't it? It's like, fuck you! I hate that.
And then there's this really idiot old guy.
Ah, he was
who'd
cool.
Always fuck up, but he was so
He's
nice.
just
that he-
trying to bond with you. That's
No, he's not. That's my point. They're not trying to bond with you. They're trying to get out of there, and they're trying to say something just to make them seem nice, but it just makes them seem fucking rude almost
Yeah.
at this stage.
What else are they gonna say?
Here's your pizza. Enjoy
Here's your
it.
pizza. Bye.
Enjoy. Easy.
Oh, Snapper was a pizza man. He probably asked people about the weather. Oh no.
Oh,
I
poor
never asked
baby.
Snapper.
anybody about
The poor
pizza.
baby.
I'm sorry, Snapper.
I never asked anybody about the weather,
Oh,
Good.
but I'm awkward when I try to meet regular customers and stuff. I never know what to say. That's what I mean.
to Snapper, I have another tip story, right? You know the way.
What
you
was
know-
the first story? The Arab story with the white guy. You said.
Oh yeah, there was no ending to that story. That was. I
You
just
said
want-
white guys complain a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but
And then you said that's a small thing, and then you.
on the previous podcast, Snapper was talking about white people.
No, I know
complaining.
that.
I have no problem with
oh,
that
is that
guy.
is that the end of the story?
There was one
Yeah.
time I went to that gas station and I left my keys there and I left town for like 3 weeks and then I went back and he was like, "Here's your keys, my friend." So I love that guy.
You know the way you were saying tipping people. Like I always tip people really well now, right? There's this one guy who came here once, and I tipped him like way over tipped him. I tipped him like $10 or something for a pizza, and he was so grateful. And the other day at the house, this wasn't even at the office. I ordered a pizza, and I tipped him nicely too online.
Same guy?
Yeah, and he forgot my drink. Actually, my drink wasn't billed or whatever. And then he goes, "You always tip me really well. I'm gonna go back and give you a free drink." And I was like, "Dude,
You-
You'd be surprised what tipping well does.
Yeah.
There's that one time we were all at the house and we tipped a guy like $10 and then I called him back because there wasn't enough pizza and then he brought the order back over to the house and he was like, "Oh, it's on the house."
yeah, this guy gave me he gave me like an on the house thing too." I was like, "Dude, like tipping people well always pays off,
Sure.
even when I'm poor as fuck, which I am."
He said when you tip a bitch at IHOP.
Oh yeah,
that's a
well that
whole
IHOP is a
fucking-
different story. That IHOP is a different story.
Let me tell you about IHOP. Fuck IHOP. The end.
Yeah.
Explain why.
If you want bad service,
Sapper left his coat at IHOP like a jackass, and they stole it. They stole his money on the
Yeah.
inside. The end.
I was fucking robbed at IHOP. Fuck that.
And then did you complain? They were like, "Sorry, we can't find your money."
Much.
They have fucking cameras everywhere at IHOP.
Can I just
It's
say
like-
one thing about that IHOP? They segregate blacks from whites.
This is true.
This is
There's
true.
an IHOP in Abington, Pennsylvania, where every time we
Where
go
I was
there,
fucking robbed.
Yeah.
the very same IHOP that Staple was robbed at, they have a left aisle, a middle aisle, and a left or right aisle. This happened at least 10 times when we've gone there. The left aisle has been completely filled with blacks
black people.
and black people. What? It wasn't being
Blacks.
offensive.
Blacks.
Blacks. And the middle was filled with whites.
White people.
Now, there have been a couple of times
And it was
where the
like,
left
whites.
whites. Bling. But there have been a couple of times where the left aisle has
Did you
not
just
been.
conjure up a butterfly?
Yes, there have been a couple of times where the left aisle has not been filled at all with blacks. Where it's been like half full or a third full or like 1/10 full. But it's still like one black person in the left aisle, one white person in the middle aisle. It's baffling. It's happened
weird.
so many times.
I don't get it. Like, it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
It's just weird. It's not even offensive. It's just like what? It's bizarre. Are they afraid they're going to catch on white diseases? We're going to plague them?
I'll be damned if I eat breakfast next to a nigger.
This has been Sleepycast. You've been listening to Stamper, Niall, Zach, and Chris. If you'd like to send us stuff, send it to our P.O. Box listed in the description. You can also donate to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/sleepycabin. Yeah. Well, that's enough gay shit for me. Tune in next week. Stamper licks on a stinking asshole. Holy fuck.
There is a world as tangible as our own, impossible to see yet unavoidable to sense. A world enveloped by a seemingly unending ocean of forests. Buried deep in that forest, tucked away neatly within a blanket of twilight, lies a quaint little cabin. And in that cabin
Is a bunch of guys. He's a bunch of bullshitter.
Welcome to Sleepycast.
We've got the Pussy Spectacular
For
tonight.
Christ's sake. All right. Here we have the man himself, the gross gorilla boy. Only a G. You got Zach. Wow, what a big penis everyone says. Guys, stop. I get it all the time. I'm getting sick of it. All right, stop bothering me. I'm trying to make groceries. You got Niall
We got
here.
Niall here, guys. You know it's me. That's the guy.
We got Sabrina.
Tested.
We also got
Whatever. Nikki
Ego Raptor.
Max.
Nikki Lex. The
Yeah.
Carrot Partridge.
Also
same
known
thing.
as Ego Raptor.
Yes.
yeah.
Biggest fan.
So today we're going to be talking about apples.
Apples.
Where do they come from?
Green or red?
What color is your favorite?
Look, I like a bigger apple. Less of worms inside of it.
The crispier, the better.
What are you talking
Honey
about?
crisp.
Chris, look at the same shit.
That is the superior
She's not even
apple.
worth your fucking
Honey
time.
Crisp,
She
you got it,
talks
but
about
you ever
this
have-
bullshit.
Did you ever have Pink Lady?
Are they pink?
Yeah.
There's an apple called Pink Lady.
yeah,
Are you
they're
asking
the
me if
best
I've ever had a
apple.
Pink
Oh, little
Lady?
tiny apples?
No, all ladies are pink except for some girls with
Oh,
darker skin
duh.
are purple. Down there.
Careful now.
You know that though. It's a fact. What? The ones with the brown nipples, they always have brown kind of purple.
It's called ashy, dude. They have ashy pussies.
Excuse me?
It's ashy.
That's
They
a
got,
little
they
bit-
got big, and it looks
That's
like
too-
someone.
that's too
It looks
far.
like someone went to a bar, collected all the ashtrays, and just dumped it in their
We were
pussy.
talking about apples here.
What it looks like is they were standing on a truck or whatever, and then the car crashed, and they flew off the top and landed on their pussy in the desert and skated around for a bit on it.
It looks like
That's
they were
gross.
cooking something in the stove. It just briefly fell up to the pussy, hit the stove for like 4 seconds, and they came back. They jolted back as the pussy hit the stove. You know what I'm talking about? Burn old pussy.
We know what you're talking about. Us
Nikki,
ladies
show
over
us that
here.
burn pussy. Show us that burn pussy. Show us that burn pussy.
Also, there's Granny Smith apples that people
Yeah, what about those apples? Apples, huh?
There's green apples, there's yellow apples, there's red, there's a mix.
Yeah.
I would seriously say, honestly, no goofing aside, a big red apple's the best. A big crunchy red apple.
Have you
Yeah,
heard? Have you
Not
heard?
those pussy little, like, kind of red apples that are circles. I'm talking about the big crunchy red apples.
The ones with the like.
Those big crisp fuckers where
Yeah.
you bite into them.
Speaking of apples, you had a story. You mentioned apples about what was it?
I have an apple story?
Zoe's Grill or something. There's something to do with apples.
Oh, yes!
and the
Very good
guy-
segue, yes!
Yeah.
I was with
Was that
Jeff.
intentional?
I was with Jeff. No, it wasn't, for real. I was with Jeff a couple weeks ago, Johnny, Utah, and we were at this place called Zoe's Kitchen, and I got like a chicken salad, but there was like one piece of fucking chicken and a million apple slices, and they were green apples, and I used to like green apples, but I don't like them that much. So I picked them up. I was like, I'm just in the mood for like a chicken salad. I was very hungry. Just wanted chicken and fucking lettuce. And the dude walked over who like cut the apples, was like, "What, you don't like apples?" And I was like, he was like, he took my tray of apples and he threw it away.
What?
Wow.
I've never had somebody fucking hector me personally about not eating. I could buy the food and throw it all away if I want to.
Like you were
Was
at
he
your
angry?
table and he walked
yeah, he was
over
like,
and took
he
it
wasn't
away.
angry. He was like snobby about it, but I can do whatever the fuck I want with my apples.
Zach, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't know that story, but today I pissed off the Zoe's Kitchen workers because Zoe's.
What is Zoe's Kitchen?
It's like
like
this
a
fucking
grill.
prissy,
Pretentious.
gluten-free health shit.
Oh, one of those
It's pretty good, but it's like a
pretentious-
pretentious,
Yeah.
like bright colors.
Like 20
weird
bucks
wall
for like
patterns.
a slice of
breakfast,
chicken.
lunch.
But I pissed
But
them
it's
off.
got a leaf on it, so
Oh.
Yeah. But I pissed them off today because I was buying this gentleman here a coffee that he's drinking right now, and
That's
I bought
me,
me a
boys.
coffee too. But I want to change the music on my phone, so I put it down on their table outside, and they were all looking at me like this from the outside, like you
Dude,
can't do that. And I was like,
What?
Yeah, but no, I actually cowered in fear and ran away. But yeah, that happened. So Zach, I got
Wait.
you revenge.
Speaking of pissing people off, remember the guy we pissed off last week?
Which guy?
you didn't piss him off.
We did. No, he was. No, he was. Me and Noah were walking home from dinner,
and we were outside of our house, and then we crossed the road because
that guy.
it's hard to cross the road right outside of our house because so much traffic. And then we crossed the road, and there was this guy walking towards us. And we crossed the road. He was like, "Hey!" We were like, "What?" And he's like, "I'm not that scary, am I?" And we were like, "No." And he was like, "Why'd you cross the road?"
Yeah, no, this guy looked like the
He was just
He was
wasn't.
fucking with
He
you.
wasn't.
fucking
He
with you.
absolutely
He
was
wasn't.
fucking with
He
you.
was not fucking.
He looked like the stereotypical Vietnam vet. Eye
Yeah.
patch, cane,
Yeah.
huge big gray beard, and he was like, "Hey, I'm not that scary, am I?"
He
Dude,
seemed fine.
he's seen so many dead bodies in his life.
I
He's
know.
got a sense of humor.
He seemed fine, but then when we crossed the road, we kept walking. We're like, "No, we live here." And he was like, "Oh," but then he kept walking, and he saw us walk more, and
No,
he was
what-
like, "You're fucking liars."
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
like, "We're not."
2 houses over. But he was like, no, I think what he was thinking was all the Vietnamese people that were like really terrified of him. They had flashbacks of people that were scared of him. And he was like,
He was just fucking with you. That's what everyone does when they're older. They fuck with younger
If I was his age, I would do the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
me
Like,
too.
why are you scared of? Run! The kids run away. It's fun. It's what
Yeah.
you do when you're
I
old.
can't wait to be old. I
Yeah,
can't wait to be
I
an
do that
asshole.
today. I did that today to 15
Maybe
kids.
that was just you in the future, Zach.
Yeah, it's me
That's
tomorrow.
you. Yeah.
I came back to the past.
You when you came out of the fucking womb,
Yeah. The doctor threw me against the wall and I slid like a rat to the table.
you slithering
Benjamin
monster.
Button or whatever.
yeah. There are also apple tree apples, the ones that fall from the tree. What do you think of those ones?
They suck. I hate them.
Yeah, they're never as good as the ones you buy in the store.
Oh, yeah.
I disagree. Can I say? There was an
The ones
apple
from
tree.
Grandpa's backyard?
No, not Grandpa's. He had squirrels that used to drown. That's a true story. Did I tell the story in the podcast?
No!
No.
My grandpa, he's like a
Fucking
World War
serial
II
killer?
vet. He's a Korean vet, but he's also
So he's seen some shit.
he's seen some shit. He doesn't care anymore. I've talked about it before. He's a big racist, but he's like a lovable racist. We asterisk that by saying his racism is not lovable, but he's a lovable guy who is a racist.
Who happens to be a racist.
He's one of those guys. I think I told the story on Martin Luther
Alright.
King Day. He was like, it's Martin Luther King Day. And I was like, oh, Grandpa, you can't say that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's that kind of old guy. He just laughed though. He didn't care. He just watches fucking Leave It to Beaver all day. But anyways,
So he squirrels.
he hates fuck. He loves his like lawn and backyard.
Yeah.
And he gets gophers and squirrels and shit. Like whenever he sees a gopher holes, he just fucking throws smoke bombs at him and kills them. But he also used to take when he was a little bit more like 10 years ago, he used to take his gun and shoot fucking squirrels from the trees in his backyard. But what he does now is he sets squirrel traps everywhere in his backyard, and he gets myself or maybe now one of my younger cousins to just drop in the pool of water and make them drown.
Oh my god.
That's cool. You know, I've seen some
He
traps where it's
doesn't
like
give a
kill
shit. He
some
doesn't. What else is he
slugs.
gonna do? Fucking hit him with a brick or I don't know.
That's
seen
funny.
it,
Like,
though.
if he got a wooden mallet, that would be the
He
funniest.
just drops him in a pool and
Yeah.
just sits there.
I like how
He
this
doesn't take pleasure. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. And he drops.
You don't know that. He's probably outside
He
next
could
to
be
the window.
jerking off to it, I don't know.
He's touching his little